All right, welcome back to MoneySport.com, and we are joined here today by Ari Herbertson, trainer of Northern California Racing Circuit, and your home base is in Golden Gate, but we're here in Santa Rosa today. So tell us a little bit about how you got involved in this and what it is you love about this.
Well, I first started probably about 5 years ago. I was just not a little kid, but just a guy walking around John Martin's barn. And I met a guy by the name of Jonathan Wong, who's made a pretty good name for himself now. And we became good friends. He ended up going out on his own with my dad, as an owner. And, I was kind of learning from him and everything like that. And after about 3 years or so, I learned a lot and got really comfortable, kind of doing things. And I tried it myself, and it was a little slow going, and it took a while, but now I'm here, and it's a couple years later, and I've developed a little bit of a name for myself now, and but I started, all of it's really thanks to my dad. Without the horses and the owner, it's gonna be hard to train horses, So.
Yeah, this seems to be a very multi-generational business, and a lot of family generations involved in it. So you got started through your family. Your dad started out.
Yeah. My dad helped me out a lot. I remember like it was yesterday. We were playing tennis one time, and he told me, "What do you think? I just graduated college," and he's like, "What do you think about trying to do this on your own someday?" And I thought, you're crazy. How am I going to get that? Because you see me, someone like John Martin, he's so smart and he knows so much. But slowly you learn a little bit every day. But I got really comfortable, and I was drawn to it. I really love this. You see me out here. Just the other day, I was out in Del Mar. And it takes that kind of dedication to do this job, because it's an everyday kind of deal. It's not like there's any days off. You wake up early. So I fell in love with the game really quickly, and that's really what did it. So. My dad provides the horses and the money, and he's got a lot of knowledge for it too. He picks out a lot of really, really nice horses, So, it's been a real pleasure and a fun ride up to this point, yeah.
So how many horses are you working with in your barn?
We got just about 20. It's a really good number. Sometimes I get down to like 10, and sometimes I get a little more, but 20 is perfect. It's good. You got a lot of good ones, a lot of bad ones, and some in between. So, you just try to do the best of what you got.
What are some of your top names that we might be familiar with or look for in the racing form?
I'd say my best horse is a Red Tie Day, easily, without a doubt. We just bought a 2-year-old filly out in Florida. She hasn't done a whole lot yet, but I like her a lot. She's got a lot of talent. She showed it so far. We claimed one down south last week. His name's Defiantly. He's actually walking over there right now. And of note, she won pretty convincingly at Pleasanton by about like 15 or so.
A lot of good talent. What about
Cristo Sky? He's one of my favorites. He's been tailing off just a little bit, but he won a stake for us. We got Annie's Candy. He won a stake in Pleasanton. So we're trying our best and what we got. We don't have the stock like Baffert has. We don't have the stock like Mark Glatt or Baltez like them, but we try the best what we got. I got, a bunch of really good guys and a really good help that, share the same love for the game that I do,
No, you're definitely making a name out there and getting noticed. And there's a lot of racing fans out there that are interested to hear from you. So thanks for joining us today. I think you had 9 that you shipped down there for Del Mar.
It was 10, and then we gave one a little bit of time right before we shipped down there. So it ended up being 9, and you lose a couple and you gain a couple. So it's been fun down there so far.
Are you going to be going down there yourself, or are you going to stick out?
Probably soon enough. I'll go down there. Yeah, for sure. But we got a lot going on right here right now, and so I'll probably stick around here a little bit.
Finish up at Santa Rosa, and then maybe take a day or two and go down where the surf meets the turf, right?
Yeah, can't beat it, right?
What should they look for, with the horse on the track before they place a bet?
It's hard to say. It's hard to give you one answer. It's been pretty cool out here, so a lot of the horses don't get too hot or worked up. But that's like the first sign. You see how they're acting, see how like they get hot or worked up, or if they're on their toes or they're walking around, just kind of like with their head down or whatever.
So you usually can tell when the horse is out there by just by the way, the mannerisms and the demeanor, whether or not he's going to do well in that race.
We had one yesterday. We had 2 run yesterday. One was, he came out and usually gets kind of fired up and worked up, and came out and he's really calm. We're all really pleased because he always gets worked up. And then the next one come out and he was just losing it. He lost his marbles out there, and he just ran his race in the paddock, and it was hard. He didn't run all that great, and if you just get them to kind of relax in the paddock, which is hard, sometimes this is the way they are. They can't handle it, the pressure. So, that's always something I look for. They come out and see how they're behaving in the paddock. That's like the first thing I look for, I guess. But just in general, in terms of looking at a horse, there's a bunch of different things to look at. They come in all shapes and sizes. Some are small and still perform pretty good. Our smallest horse is Cristo Sky, and he's one of our best horses we got. So you never know. It's hard to just say, oh, he's a smaller horse, he can't. But I never throw them out. They all come in all different shapes and sizes. A Red Tide Day is our best horse, I'd say, and he's I would never think by looking at him he could go long, and he does. Man, this horse runs all day long. He ran second in the San Juan Capistrano, beat by a head, and this horse is, not very big. He's not very long and lean. He just I can't explain it. Words can't explain it.
A Red Tide Day, there's one to watch, everybody. Yeah. All right, well, Ari, thanks again for taking some time out. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, I'm Ari Herbertson, and you're watching moneysport.com.